not an empire, yeah, we came to play. It's forever going down in the bay.
Man, we had to run it. We had to run it, man. Last show, my internet crashed, man. You know, life goes on, man. Hey, you know what?
Let's get it.
Today's been a rough day, man. Just with Quan Alexander, man, and now my internet tripping. Never had that happen to me before, man. So, let's get it on, man. Quan Alexander, shout out to you, like I was saying earlier. Let's go into a little bit about how this makes sense into us going into next year. I actually did get a chance to talk to you about that. I know it's a financial decision, but I think they're thinking about. I think they're thinking about. Fred Warner's contract, Nick Bosa's contract. You kind of gotta start thinking about those things. Even though Nick Bosa, I don't want to say he's really only had 1 year with us. You know, this year, you know, because he was hurt, he's not gonna cost us $1 billion like Fred Warner.
Yeah.
So I think clearing up some cap space. Wednesday we're gonna have a spotlight for some draft picks that I think that, you know, we need to look into. You know, eventually we're gonna have a position by position grade show and see if we need to upgrade those positions, because I do think there is several positions that we need to upgrade on our squad. But
absolutely.
I know we're looking at this schedule that we had earlier. You know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna realistically say this, okay? Packers this Thursday, win. Saints, loss. At Rams, loss. Bills, win. Washington, win. Cowboys, win. Cardinals, loss. Seahawks, loss. And I really believe that. And so, you know, maybe 7 wins, maybe 8. But
yeah,
I don't think we're gonna.
I think you're at 7.
Yeah, but you know, I was telling somebody on the internet, if we lose to the Packers Sunday, we may want to start playing a lot of backups, man. And no need to bring Richard Sherman back. Those guys, preserve them. Because I think that you know, we need to get into this top 10 of draft picks. I mean, we only got 4 wins. We'll be 4-5 on Sunday if we lose. And you know, I'm still rooting for us to make the playoffs, though. If we can, if Nick Mullins, let me tell you this right now, though, if Nick Mullins brings the San Francisco 49ers to the playoffs, what would you say?
Man, I'd be extremely pissed off that we paid Jimmy Garoppolo all that large amount of money when we had the guy sitting right there with the number 4 jersey on. But the thing about it is, Nick Mullins, he did the same thing to us last season. He's going to give you those flashes. He's not your long-term guy, but I'm with you. Nick Mullins comes into the game, right? Second half of the game, basically throws for, 300 yards? Okay? Throws the ball down the field. Okay, throws guys in particular spots. I think this is the type of player that can get you to the playoffs. I mean, the team, of course, you have your injuries. Yes, I know your star-studded players are out, but the team is very competitive. Let Deebo Samuel come back. Let Mostert come back. You're going to see a completely different offense. I don't care who you have running the show at quarterback with this style of offense. It's not geared towards the quarterback throwing it 30 times and attempting to get about 300 to 400 yards. It's really your dump off to your talent and let them run. Nick Mullins is more than capable of doing that. I think the Niners are going to sneak into the wild card. They're going to win a couple games here. They're probably going to win 1 or 2 games that they weren't supposed to win, just based off the talent that you see across the board. But you lose this game to the Packers, I don't want you winning a whole bunch of games. I want to be top 1 to 3, just like we did with Nick Bosa.
Top 10.
Man, the injury to Jimmy Garoppolo was a blessing in disguise. We got Nicky Bosa, and I'm like, okay, the team is still talented. You get another dynamic player like that, you're right back in it.
We got a couple comments I definitely want to address here. I think it's too big. It says Sergio last year with arguably the number one defense, number one run game, still lost the Super Bowl. Turns out we need to upgrade at quarterback, especially with the elite quarterback. I mean, elite quarterbacks, elite wide receivers. I definitely agree with that, man.
Yeah.
So I I'm a person. Well, I don't know what happened there. I'm a person who also believes that, right? I
Hmm.
believe that we have an obligation to to make sure that our team does well. Hold on, let me get this off the screen, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
We have an obligation to make sure the team does well. And I don't like this. Hold on, man. Let me take care of this real quick.
Oh yeah. No worries.
Yeah, man. It's Quan
But,
Alexander Day, man.
man, but like you're saying though, the team has to perform regardless of who's in or who's out.
Yeah. Most definitely, man. I don't know what happened with the thing. As long as it's off right here, though. Um, but again, we gotta we just gotta make sure that we do what's best for the team. I'm not saying tank because I don't believe in tanking. But if we have an opportunity to win football games and explore our roster and see what we got, I think Jason Verrett definitely deserves a deal with us. Um,
Hmm.
I believe Jason Verrett belongs, like he belongs with a good deal with us, man. What do you think about Jason Verrett, man? Talk to me.
I think Jason Verrett is holding his own. He's doing very well, actually. I think he's come back from the injury. And I heard that in the offseason, he battled with Keenan Allen to really get prepared for the season. And you can see that it's paid dividends. I mean, without him there, I think the defense would look desolate. It'd be terrible. Um, Immediately when he came in, following, I believe it was the Philadelphia game. Following that game, when he came in, the team looked completely different. I know Emmanuel Mosley came in as well. Brian Allen was removed, and so of course we look different.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Jason Verrett, I don't know if he's your future corner. I don't know if he's your lockdown corner, but I think he will fit for a good 3 year space. And I think that's all the Niners really need out of him. But you're going to have to start drafting some talent on that end, corner and defense, the corner defensive back. Your safeties are underperforming. They're tackling guys and talking mess to them when they're down by substantial amount of points. It's just yeah,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Man, let's address the elephant in the room, man. Let's talk about Jimmy G. I know we've been talking about it. Let's talk about Jimmy G a little bit. I know I've been saying it. Um, I've actually been feeling it for a long time that we need to upgrade at that position. He was just a great game manager when he was healthy. I don't think he was elite. Um, just like yesterday, it was a prime example of what I told Wayne Breezy. When our running game is not working, we're down 2 to 3 scores. Are you able to bring us back? I think he tucked his tail, man. I know people were saying he's hurt. He may be hurt, but the limping, the dramatic limping on the sideline for me, the exit of the game when he feels like that is the game is out of reach. If you notice when we get blown out, bro, he's never goes down with the ship. Like
Yeah.
he's either benched or he just can't finish because of health reasons.
Yeah, people want to give him all the excuses in the world. I mean, they didn't say anything when he ran for a first down when we were playing against the Patriots. His ankle seemed very capable of the game then. And so now that you have some incomplete passes and he's taken out, now the world wants to say, "Hey, you're wrong. It's not that he's not elite.
Yeah.
He's injured." And I mean, at the end of the day, we got to come off of it. It's either he can play this game and can take the team to the Super Bowl and win the big one, or he's going to be a liability. Right now, he's averaging, I want to say, 0.5 interceptions a game. He cannot stop throwing the ball to the opposing team.
Yeah.
I don't know how. And Niner fans sometimes have a problem with stepping outside of being a Niner fan. And I get it. You know what I mean? I love the team too. But if I look at quarterback play and I see a guy underperforming, you got to call a spade a spade. He's underperforming. And that's just what it is. The head coach doesn't believe in him. That's why he calls plays where you throw it behind the line of scrimmage. His players around him are starting to doubt him. You can tell when he throws a pass, look at the body language. Players are like, they're looking in the air because they're not understanding why am I open, but the ball's not coming to me.
Yeah,
especially
the Juice. I know Juice was open so many times, and he's looking like, man, I shouldn't be this wide open. Can't. I knew when he threw the ball to, even when we was blowing him out, when he against the New England Patriots, when he threw the ball to Ayuk, and couldn't really keep it in bounds, and he was wide open.
That would have been a touchdown. Should have been a touchdown.
Yeah, it's like, what are we doing? Like, why can't we complete that pass? My boy Nick says, can we compete in our division in this league without a mobile quarterback like Winston, Mahomes, Jackson, Murray? I'm starting to think that's a trend, man. And I'm starting to think that may be the way we may have to go. Could you imagine Kyle Shanahan with somebody like Murray?
Dynamic.
I think
that's what happened last year.
Come on, dude. Come on. I mean, just some athletic ability. Just
you have to go grab one of these guys. You're going to have to grab one of them in the draft. It's just that's the trend of the game. Right now we have a statue sitting back there wearing a number 10 jersey. He's a statue.
He gets so many passes. There's so many people that come at me for saying what I say about him. I mean, I'm just speaking what I see with my eyes. This is not hate. This is not nothing. I've been a Jimmy G fan for a very long time, but he's not performing for this amount of money. My standards are very high for quarterbacks. If you want to have the praise when we win, you better understand what it's going to look like when we lose. And it's not even about losing the game. It's how you look in the game, your product. Because I can go down with Jimmy throwing 320 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, lost the game. I can go down with that. I can't go down with a guy who's not ready to go to war. He's just soft.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing about it is he's looked uncomfortable this entire season. He's actually looked uncomfortable since the Super Bowl. It's just what it is. I mean, we didn't see him throw all the playoffs last season. He goes into the Super Bowl, stinks up the joint, comes into this season stinking up the joint, and he doesn't get any help from Mike Mistinchi. This
trash.
Guy stays
trash.
He stinks. This guy stays on his back and had the nerve to tweet out, "I'm still here."
Did he tweet?
This man said, "I'm still here."
No. Mike McGlinchey, Mr. Sack. He didn't give up a sack this game, though.
We might have to go back because there was, there's one. There's one that I think he gave up.
Was it from Jimmy? Jimmy? Because Jimmy went down a couple.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and I think it was the one where Bobby Wagner kind of hit Jimmy from the front and rode him a little bit. I think it was on that one.
Wow,
Go
ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more than Jimmy. Like, I know we want to harp on Jimmy. Jimmy, it's more than Jimmy. Like, Jimmy is a problem in itself. Like, he has issues with keeping the ball in the hands of our receivers.
But I'll tell you what it is too.
Can't block.
I'll tell you what it is too. Without Debo in the lineup, we're a whole different offense. Debo makes us deadly. Ayuk is great, though. I mean, he's going to be really, really good. But I do think that with Debo makes us dynamic. And I love George Kittle. And I think he's our best football player. But I think for our offense, Debo Samuel makes our offense go. And if you notice, as soon as he got healthy, we start peaking. We really started peaking.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
we look like a completely different team.
So hopefully we can get Jordan Reed back. I think Debo's not going to play this week. I think hamstrings normally do a couple weeks, but it's gonna be tough, man. Tough sledding this next week game. I mean, it's gonna be tough, bro.
Well, it's a must win. Like it feels like we keep saying that we're a broken record, but it is a must win. You lose this game, you know your season's over. I mean, most real Niner fans kind of like, hey, the season's over. Let's just keep looking at that talent and evaluating it. But you have your ones that are hanging on, and just to say that they think that the team's going somewhere, they're going to say that. When I look at this team, it's just the injuries alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just it's too much for a team to overcome, especially when you don't have an elite quarterback.
2020, man.
Crazy.
2020,
and I seen that number you were saying with the amount of money in injury reserve on the 49ers. Is it 54 million?
Yeah.
That's crazy talk.
It's almost 58 now that Jimmy went down. It's like 58. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, Mendoza said it great. He says, Dante Whitner, teams don't fear Jimmy G. They're coming at him, guns blazing. He can't adjust. And I noticed that, man. I noticed that they do a lot of zero blitzes on Jimmy G. Just bring all of them and make him make a read. And he don't. He just goes to the ground. He's terrible.
Yeah. He's a statue. He's a statue.
Terrible.
You know what this is reminding me of? It's Kaepernick all over again. Do you remember when Kaepernick started to suck?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just what did teams do? They said, we're going to make Kaepernick beat us. Right now, every defense is saying, we don't care how fancy your run game is, Kyle. We're going to make the quarterback throw the ball. And when you make Kyle have to call passing plays, his offense is starting to break down just because of who is running the show.
I think Mendoza, I think he said it, Sergio said it in the comments earlier that Kyle Shanahan is kind of handcuffed with Jimmy G because of his throwing ability. And I agree, man. That's why I said, man, let's go find somebody with a cannon of an arm that can move around a little bit and pay that person. You know what I mean? Let's see what Nick Mullins got. I'm going to roll with Nick Mullins. I like Nick Mullins. I mean, he's no Jimmy G. I think Jimmy G is better than Nick Mullins, but Nick Mullins got something that Jimmy G don't. And that's guts to throw it down the field.
Grit.
That he doesn't. He don't care. He has it, and he's a gunslinger, and he knows it.
Yeah.
I'm not coming out here to play no games with you. He almost threw for 300 yards. He threw for like 230, 240 in like a quarter and a half.
Yeah. And I really think this team, it looked better when he took over.
I know people saying, oh, they changed their defense up. Yeah, what about when they got tight, though, and they were down by almost one score? He was still throwing it out there. Kendrick Bourne was eating. Kendrick Bourne was eating.
And Brandon Ayuk, guy is such a stud.
He's good, bro.
He needs a quarterback.
He reminds me of baby Isaac Bruce. I like just how he runs his route and how he carries on with business. But
hey, I got a question for you.
Yep.
I got a question for you real quick. Okay. So what are the 49ers going to do about DK Metcalf going forward?
You gotta double him. You gotta make somebody else beat you. And I don't know why we didn't adjust, but they didn't have no running game, so I don't know why we didn't cover. I mean, like find a way to bracket him. But of course, that's Robert Saleh again. Gotta adjust, man. What did he catch? Like 12, 13 passes on us?
Yeah, he went crazy.
He went crazy.
That's
not the first time that happened, though. I mean, you got to remember early in the season, he had, D-Hop, and he went crazy on us. So, we're going to have to do something. But Jason Verrett wasn't the one getting beat. It was Manuel Moses getting beat on him.
Yeah, I know. And that scares me because that's who I am seeing in our future. But we're going to go up against DK Metcalf
we got to keep
a
them
very,
both.
very long time.
We got to keep them both, though. I like E-Man and I think Verrett. We should keep them both. I think we got to move on from Akello. But Williams, we're not gonna be able to pay Williams that type of money, but I would love to.
Yeah.
You know, we'll
What's he
probably
wanting?
who Williams.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's wanting, but he's gonna ask for some money. He's probably the best nickel corner in the game.
Mm.
And then Richard Sherman, I think we should bring him back as long as it's feasible. Bargain wise, I think we need him back. And then,
Yeah.
like I said, man, we overpaid Jimmy Ward because I think more behind him is better. I seen that in one game.
Yeah.
What about him and
Yeah.
Marcel Harris when they play? We are laying
Yeah.
hat.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's
that.
a
And I like that a
total
lot.
different physicality. Even Marcel this week, he was trying
lay hat.
he was trying to knock DK out. He was
Yeah, they
bringing
both
it
were.
wood. He was trying to bring it. Like, where is that with Jimmy and Ward and him?
Yeah, and that's funny, man.
Jacarcy Tard, like, where's that at?
It's so funny, and I hate to harp on it, man. So both, like you said, Ward and Harris both try to lay a hat on Metcalf, and I think they both got injured in this game trying to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just we need a guy back there that's just bringing the wood. And right now,
I said it, man.
I like Tart, but
Tart-
Tart's not it.
We need to let Tart go.
He's just not it, and he's always injured. Tart's always injured. I don't care what no one says. He's always injured.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't get many interceptions, not many pass breakups. Like, I think he's an average player. It's just what it is. And then Ward is below average. Like, there's some players that aren't starting that can do what Ward is doing.
More.
And that says a lot for a guy that just it says a lot. Yeah, for a guy that's just got a contract extension.
I don't know. I think those two's got to go, and I don't. Okay, so a person on the team I'm going to give a pass to for his production is Eric Armstead, and the reason why I'm gonna give him a pass is because he's not even playing in his natural position. He's really supposed to be a defensive tackle. He's not a DN. He never is a DN. That's not his specialty. Yeah. He is a plugger. Him and Kinlaw together down there are going to be special. We get Nick Bosa back. Hopefully we can get out of this contract with D Ford.
Have to.
If we get out of this contract with D Ford and then put somebody there, get somebody there that's special, that can play.
Joey.
Well, Joey's good. He's on one side. Oh, you talking about his brother?
Yeah.
They just paid him. They just paid him. But
yeah.
If we I mean, Collins, I mean, they got ballers, man. We just got to go get them. And even in trades, like, we got to go get them. We got to go. We got to, dude, we got a good roster right now.
Yeah, we need a phenomenal offense.
We need a quarterback.
Yes, you do need a quarterback that can run around. I'm not even going to say you need a sprinting quarterback like Lamar Jackson. You need a person that's not a statue. I even seen Tom Brady extend a play tonight, and this guy's 40.
Yeah, he extended the play because he has pocket awareness. So
didn't teach Jimmy any of it, huh?
Yeah, no, he ain't got that. And then like Drew Brees, those two, they got real pocket awareness. Like high level quarterbacks, like even Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that timer goes off in your head. Like, oh man, I got to get up out of here, man. And then just knowing who you got. Again, Trent Williams had another great game. I like Trent Williams. Mike McGlinchey, I think we give him another year before we make an evaluation. He's having a rough year. We need our center back. We got our O-line. We can do something with our O-line. But we really need to address this D Ford. That's the situation. We need to move on from Derek McKinnon. I think we got too many good backs, and I think James Hasty, even though he fumbled, I'm still on the wagon for him. He's young. It's gonna happen. Definitely Mostert. Keep him. Mostert, Wilson. Yeah. Okay, Mostert, Wilson, Hasty. Those are the three backs, and then we can go grab another one somewhere else, for the practice squad. But everybody else got a role, and then we gotta, we keep KB because he's a free agent. We keep KB. Of course, we'll have Debo, Ayuk, KB.
Dump Trent Taylor.
Well, Trent got to go. Pettis is
Yeah,
definitely
dump him.
gone.
Oh my goodness.
James.
Oh!
Oh, we talk about talk about your boy Dante Pettis.
Oh!
Come in for one play. Come in. How you come
Why
in?
he-
How you come in for one play and you're trash?
I don't know. I don't.
He is so trash.
He's so
Like,
weak,
we
and
was-
it was so weak how he got. The way he got tackled was weak. And when he came out, I'm like, okay, like I'm on the inside, I'm rooting. I'm like, okay, you're gonna try to make a play, and then the one opportunity you squander it with a fumble, and they score off of it. Oh man, yeah, he's not built for the NFL. He just has to go.
I'm gonna say it again, man. Cut him. I like what you tweeted, man. Thank you for your services. Release. You got to roll, man.
Yeah.
I think he's had plenty of opportunities, but he can't get it done.
Yeah,
he can't get it done.
Years.
Man.
He's had years to do this and get it right, but he's not built for it. He's not a dog.
He is trash, though. Like
no.
I've seen a lot of receivers come through that just wasn't really that good to me. But he is one that he is horrible.
What's crazy is his skill set. If you go on the field with Dante Pettis and you say, run some routes, I'm going to throw it to you, you would be amazed at what he can do. Now you say, put some pads on and do that in a real life situation. This dude, it's night and day because he's a phenomenal athlete. Like, he can still run. I think he's one of the best route runners on this team. Like, he can run better routes than Debo Samuel. Like, that's without a doubt. I've seen this guy run routes. His problem is mental. He cannot do it on the field. And that's why, because, we were hearing so much in practice. And then when it was game time, that's why you didn't see him out there, because it just it doesn't translate.
Can we please see Juan Jennings before the end of the season, man? He's on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Just bring him up. Just show us what he can do. I mean, this is another thing. Like, we're in a position to just let guys play. Can he be any worse than Dante Pettis? Any worse? That's all I'm saying, man. We have an opportunity right now to really see what we got. C.J. Beathard needs to be gone next year. I don't mind Nick Mullins, man. Even if he doesn't finish his year well, he's a good quality backup.
Yeah,
because Nick Mullins can come in and try to win you a game.
And he knows the offense.
He knows the offense, man. He knows the offense. But I will say, we need to create things for our team more on special teams too. Like, we're not a good kickoff routine. We're not a good punt routine. I mean, we need to get better at a lot of different things. And I think if we're healthy next year, we'll have a shot. But every year we've been healthy.
Yeah.
Even the Super Bowl run, we weren't healthy.
Yeah. And speaking of special teams, our punting game, just the punter, Mitch Wiskowski, I hope I got that right. That man can punt.
Yeah, he's all right.
He can. He is phenomenal at punting. But like you said, covering punts, like
kickoff return. Kickoff return.
Yeah, like
punt
we don't
return.
have none of that.
Where's the juice? Where's the I don't want to kick into him. Where is the no? Yeah, man. We need to improve.
We have no identity. And that's why you see there it's a constant rotation of players. And if I'm on special teams, I'm like, the Niners can't get it right on special teams. It's always someone new returning the ball.
I'm bummed. But shout out to Quan Alexander again, man, my guy. Gonna miss Quan a lot, man. A lot of respect for what he brought to the team. He brought that swagger to the team, man, and he showed Greenlaw and he showed my boy Fred Warner, what fun in football it is. man, I'm gonna miss him. But I understand why we had to do it. I was crushed because he's one of my favorite players on the team. The locker room is going to miss him, and I think that those type of guys, it's going to help teams like the Saints. You know what I mean? I don't even know if Kiko's going to come in and do something for us.
Kiko is injury prone. I mean, he has 3 ACL injuries and multiple. He's been on multiple teams. I think you said it. Like he's going to be here 1 year. It's pretty obvious. You just got him just for the 5th round pick, essentially, and to dump that money. Smart move.
Man. Yeah, it's crushing, man. Jimmy G.
It lets you know the season's over.
Jimmy G. We got we got a nice show on Wednesday with some great people, and we're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about the game on Thursday. We're going to talk about this 49er Empire podcast getting better and better every week. I am so proud the position we're in right now. As a podcast man, I love covering my team. I'm really excited for our future as the Niners. I'm a diehard fan. No matter what I say on this show about whoever player, it's all love, and it's only because I want us to win football games. We all have different understandings on how we should win, but we all have one thing in common, that we want to win. Straight up. You got anything to say?
Yeah. Man, I was just to echo that. It's always fun talking to other 49er fans during those games. Keep those comments coming. We have a lot of differences of opinion. That's what makes us a great family. Go Red Gold, Niners.
All right, y'all. Hey, so we're going to be back Wednesday. We got a panel on Wednesday. We got our boy Sterling from 95.7 coming on the game. And then Wayne Breezy will be on here too, because, I told him he needed to come redeem yourself from this Jimmy G talk. You know what I mean? We're going to get a hold on for this Jimmy G talk. And I'm going to consistently apply pressure to those who don't see it. Those who don't see it. You know what I mean? So, hey.
Jimmy G supporters.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Hey, we are out. 49ers till we die. Peace.